If you don't know who Genesis is, then I'm sorry, we can't be friends. Only the greatest prog band of all time who would progress so far to actually become the greatest pop band of all time. Anyway, a couple of years ago, I did a cover of their song Invisible Touch, just as a way to kind of promote an album that I had coming out. The album didn't have the cover song, but I was doing the cover as just kind of like a way to, start the promotional campaign of my new record I did a couple years ago. Anyway, I had to take the song down because I was switching distributors. The digital distributor that I was with went belly up. And so I had to take the song down and transfer all of my catalog. And I haven't yet transferred this cover song over to my new distributor. So that's what I'm going to do today. First of all, I needed to find a legit digital distributor, but more importantly, I needed to find someone who could make uploading this track easy and help me make sure that I was doing everything I needed to be doing when it comes to licensing a cover song so that I don't get in trouble. And we want to make sure that the original songwriters get paid. They need the money. So my choice was LANDR. I've actually been digging into them recently because they've been recommended to me by some of my industry friends. And I really like what they have to offer. 100% royalties, unlimited releases, just a yearly fee that's incredibly affordable. It's crazy. Not only that, but tracks that stay online even after your subscription ends for whatever reason. But most importantly, they have a super easy and affordable way to upload cover songs. In fact, it's just $15 per song once. It's not an annual fee. You pay that once and they take care of everything after that. There's a lot of distributors out there that make you pay an annual fee. And as soon as your subscription ends, then that cover song goes away. Most importantly, I just need someone who can handle all the licensing for me. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get sued. And I want this song to stay up there and for people to enjoy and make sure everybody gets paid. And cover songs are great ways to promote you as an artist. So I have this cover song. I've got the master track all done. The artwork is all done. And I'm going to upload it to streaming platforms today using LANDR. And I'm going to bring you along and show you how it's done. I'll show you how easy it is to submit using their tool. And then we'll wait to see how long it takes for it to come up online. And I'll keep you posted if I run into any problems. So let's take a look at the LANDR interface here and see how easy this is. Okay, so here on the main page, in the release a cover song version, let's just go ahead and click release a cover song. I think I'm already logged in, so you'll have to log in or create an account. There's some files I've been mastering lately. So here you can see samples, plugins, mastering, distribution. So let's go to distribution, and then it's just as simple as adding a release. So we're clicking add a release, going to add a track. I need my WAV file. Hopefully you have your WAV file, my final master. There it is. And let's just wait for it to upload. Make sure you have your master file. We're also going to need our artwork in a couple of minutes as well. So what do we do here? Let's edit the file. Okay. This track is, you know what? This track has already been released. But I'm just, for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to just leave this for a second here. Because probably for you, if it's a new cover song, it hasn't been released. So track title, Invisible Touch, is the song title. We need language. So that's going to be English. And then we're going to add some more information. Okay, here's, I'm going to do something bad. I'm probably going to get in trouble for it. I'm going to say Genesis cover as the, like in brackets, you know what I mean, next to the song title, which they don't like, and I'm probably going to get in trouble for that. I don't think the distributors or the DSPs like that because it's kind of using a copyright name, but it gets you a bit more traction. But I bet you it'll bounce back from customer service, but we'll try it anyway. Primary artist, I'm already in there because this is my account. So you have to set that up. There's no featured artists, no remixes, no contributors. I am the producer. Lyrics, yes. It contains lyrics, not explicit. Do I need a copy of the lyrics? I don't see that. Lyricist. Okay, I'm just going to leave that for a second. I'm not sure exactly what to do because it's a cover song, right? I didn't write the lyrics. Okay, here we go. Here's the big click. Cover song. It's non-original, and I need a license. So they're going to charge me a fee. That's okay. $15 one-time fee. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got to check MLC and see if this song is something we can license. So search Invisible Touch. Oh, there's a lot of versions here. Phil Collins. Okay, there it is. We know it looks like it's we're able to license it. So it shouldn't be a problem. That looks all good. Original song title is Invisible Touch. I'm not changing that. And all the original performers are Genesis, great band. Original composer. Okay, so this would be the guys in the band. The publisher, I'm not sure. We'll sort that out later. I'll just choose. Yeah, I would imagine you have to go through MLC and Harry Fox to find out who the writers were. So there's 3 writers in this case. So I'm just going to real quick go ahead and add them all. There we go. Okay, wham. Link to the original track, optional. So we'll just leave that. This release won't be available in Brazil, India, Mexico. Okay. So the track is 100% original. I'm looking at this because, yes, it's a cover song, but the recordings, there's no samples in it. There's nothing from the original track. So I can confirm that. What do I got? Oh, one error. Oh, lyricist. Yeah. Okay. I thought this was going to be an issue. That's no problem. And again, that information we can get from that MLC and Harry Fox website. So I didn't write this. Again, the great PC did. And we'll just add that for now. And we'll see if customer service has any concerns with it. Okay, so we've edited the track. That's all the metadata done. What else do we need? We need composition owner. That's me. I'm the composer, sort of, I think. So I know the master belongs to my label. We actually released this a couple years ago. Yes, it's been released. I think it was 2021, actually. So let's go back all the way to 2021, and it was August, if I recall, and it was a Friday. I think I have it somewhere listed. I believe it was the 13th. So the year of recording, composition, I'm not 100% sure. I think that's me because I've composed this version, this recording. Yeah, I gotta put a composer. So I'm going to say it's me. I'm assuming that I own the copyright to this recording. But again, if I'm wrong, maybe LANDR will reach out to me and let me know. Okay, artwork, very simple. I already have the artwork made. Make sure it's high resolution. Same as when you're doing a release. A cover song is no different, essentially, from your original tracks. So these are all the stores we're going to be distributed to, plus 100 major other stores. Excellent. The release can't be monetized on social media, just as an FYI, because it's a cover. And we'd like to release it to go live. Because this song's already been out, I'm doing as soon as possible, but you might want a specific date. You definitely will want a specific date, because then you can pitch it on Spotify for artists. I always like to sample and just make sure you can't hear because it's not connected. But yeah, that's my track. I always just like to make sure I uploaded the right WAV file. Looking over everything here, I have the rights. Yes, ish. And I think we're good. See how easy that was? And I think that's it. Oh, except for money. They want money. Okay, pay that. That's no problem. That's a one-time fee. So there we go. That was it. I mean, that's super simple. And they're going to take care of the licensing in the back end so I can know everything's been on the up and up. Let's see what promotion options they have here. I'm looking for actually yes, promo links, smart links. These are essential. And it's nice to have one built into your distributor because a lot of people charge for these. So this is a nice little feature. Wow, that was easy. So that was pretty easy. I was actually surprised. It's basically just like uploading a track to your LANDR. So it would be the same process that you would do if you were doing an original song, except when you have that option to click cover song, you click cover song, and then you take that process to kind of dig to add a few other pieces of information. So we'll wait to see if I get any feedback from customer service to see if I've missed anything. I'll let you know.
So it's been a couple of days and I wanted to give you an update on some of the interactions I had with customer service while I was waiting for this cover song to be processed. So there was 2 holdups. Well, maybe 3. The first one was because this was my first song I released through LANDR, I had to have my artist profile verified, which just meant that I had to message them from a social media channel that was associated with my name to confirm that I was Scott Orr, just so that you don't have people like uploading songs under your profile fraudulently. So I think for your first song, you have to verify. So that was really quickly. I just had to DM them on Instagram. There was also a mistake with the songwriters. I entered it wrong. In fact, instead of writing Anthony, I wrote Tony. And so I had to go in and fix that. So they flagged that. They saw that it was the wrong songwriter, and then they made me go in and make the change and resubmit. So that was it. Now, the third thing is basically they're just waiting for approval. So I don't know if it's the publishing company or the songwriters or who has to approve it, but they're waiting for the song to be approved. It might just be an internal thing. I'm not sure how complex it will be, but I imagine it'll be resolved in a couple of days. But these are all pretty not serious things, but it really just speaks to how important it is to start this process as early as you can. I would recommend for a single at least a month. I think 4 to 6 weeks ahead of time, because if it's going to take a week or 2 weeks just to go through some of these problems, then you're only leaving a month of lead time to be able to, submit it to Spotify for artists and to set up a campaign somewhere. So I would say if you're going to do this, make sure you do it as early as possible, because if you hit any of these roadblocks or even more serious roadblocks, it can really delay things. So you want to have that time buffer. It's super important. Regardless, the customer service was really, really fast. And super easy.
I have some advice for you before you go when it comes to uploading cover songs. First of all, don't use any samples that are unlicensed in your music. Just because you're getting a license to cover this song doesn't mean that you have carte blanche to use whatever you want. Don't use the original recording in any way. That's a big no-no. You're not getting a license to use their recording. This is just a license for you to have your own cover. So don't remix or mash up anything. You can't really change the lyrics. I mean, you can by 0.5% or something. It's but really they don't want you to change the lyrics, and they really don't want you to substantially change the melody. This is not you taking elements from them and reinventing a new song. This is your interpretation of a song and a melody and a lyric that already exists. One other thing I will recommend is make sure you're doing this process as early as possible, allowing yourself as much lead time as possible. What that means is that if you want this song to come out on May 1st, I would recommend doing this upload process and this cover song licensing process back in early mid-March. That means you need to have the masters done and the album cover done and some of the important metadata in your possession before you start uploading this song to LANDR. Again, I think minimum 2 months ahead of time. There's a lot of marketing and promotional reasons to do that, but a cover song is more likely to run into some holdups and to some issues that you may need to address with your digital distributor, and just to allow for whatever could go wrong or whatever things that you might have missed. Give yourself a long lead time. I think it's very professional for artists and labels to be uploading their songs many months before it gets released to the public, just to make sure you have everything you need. And then once you're confident that it's licensed and that it's ready for release and in queue to be released on your release day, you can then start promoting the track and teasing it to your audience. If you want 20% off your LANDR subscription, then you can click or scan this QR code. You can click the link in the description. I really like what they have to offer. It's actually the plugins and the samples and the virtual instruments and their mastering tool that's also included in their subscription, not just digital distribution, not just the cover song management. All of these things that come with your subscription, I've been loving and I've been using a ton. But most importantly, they just provide a really simple way for you to upload a cover song. And we did it.